What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie over there at Netflix, the remake or whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to say, y'all, there's a lot of hate for this movie, and I understand it. I understand it a little bit, but we're going to talk about it. Alright, so I'm going to talk about my pros first, my positives. I think my positives mostly is the directing. I think that a lot of the filmmaking involved is actually really well done. I do think there is some missteps, of course. And by the way, guys, I apologize for the no lights. Actually, hold up. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Hopefully it's a little bit better. But, yeah, so my positives is the directing. I think the directing is actually pretty good. I think that the music was really good as well. I wasn't expecting the music to be as good as I thought. I wasn't expecting it to be as good, but it surprised me a lot. The gore, this movie has a good amount of gore, and I'm happy. Alright, I'm happy with that. I like when there's a lot of, blood and guts. Carnage candy, baby, I love it. So, that's another good one. I do think that the story is decent enough. Is it a positive? Probably not. I'd put it into like a maybe category or a mixed aspect. It's really hit or miss, like in terms of the actual film itself. It's not like the story of it is not really captivating. It's sort of just whatever, just for another movie. To me, it was just whatever, but it was serviceable. That's the right word, serviceable. It wasn't the greatest story, but fuck it. I think overall the acting is decent. It's serviceable. It's enough to tell the story. I think that the actual aesthetic of this town was really well done. Just this dying, dead town. It has that feel like it's decrepit. You know what I mean? It has that icky feel to it, and that's what I really wanted back into Texas Chainsaw. I feel like the more modern, like Leatherface. And what was that one? Texas Chainsaw 3D. I feel like it was a little bit too, clean, I guess. It was, too clean. In terms of the actual, look of the movie, it was too clean. Too swiftly produced, as I call it. Which pretty much means that they don't care about what the overall feel of the movie is. They just want to make a buck and get it done. Which is probably what they want to do here, but fuck it. I think that's all I got in my positives, guys. I do like the set pieces, the actual set design. I like that a lot. That's really what I mean by the aesthetic. The actual set design was really well done, and I liked it a lot. I like the colors as well. The cinematography in this movie is bar none probably the best looking in terms of filmmaking in the Leatherface saga, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I think this probably has the best cinematography. Now, on to my negatives. I hate all the characters. All the characters are not relatable at all, and there's at least one or two that I genuinely couldn't stand to watch. And every time they spoke, I was like put me out of my fucking misery. It was just so hard to watch. It was ridiculous. I got tired of listening to them, but the characters are not good at all. I think that Leatherface, unfortunately, is a negative in this movie. I do not like the design of the mask or the actual face of Leatherface. And the whole aspect of him being an older Leatherface was ripped directly out of Halloween. It was just very uninspired, honestly, and I expected more from Fede Alvarez in terms of the story, especially. I think that overall, I liked the ferocity in Leatherface and the aggressiveness and the actual kills themselves. It was very brutal and gory, but I feel like Leatherface as a character, literally you can remove the whole old man Leatherface angle and it would literally be just the same. I mean, he runs the same in this movie. In this movie, he runs the same as like a 30, 40-year-old freaking Leatherface. With that being said, I think that there was a lot of pointless stuff going on in this movie, especially like, the decision to cut off his mother's face. I feel like this movie really needed to go back to the house in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original film. I feel like we could have went back there and it would have been really cool to see, and it would have upped the production value of the film. A lot of the kills, unfortunately, talking about production value, a lot of the kills are CGI. There's even one scene with someone getting their head cut off, and you could tell it's a digital effect. It's CGI. It's not real practical effects. And I was like, damn, y'all couldn't even do a fucking a practical effect head. Like, damn. Like, how fucking lazy are you? These are the type of movies that I love and hate. They're good attempts at revitalizing the slasher genre and that, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. But honestly, it falls flat. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. This movie is run-of-the-mill slasher. It wasn't anything special. This didn't feel like a special return for Leatherface. It felt like another entry in the franchise. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't special. And the filmmakers definitely didn't make it special. You know what I mean? Like with Michael Myers, with the mask. You know what I mean? Like when Michael picks up the mask in Halloween 2018 after 40 years, you know what I mean? And us as the audience were like, oh fuck, Michael Myers is back. In this movie, you don't even get that. You pretty much just get slammed right into the kills. It's like every 5-10 minutes there's a kill. And while that is great for somebody who, like me, that likes the carnage candy, who likes seeing blood and guts, and if you're someone like that, you're gonna love this movie. Not because of the story. If you can look past the story, you're gonna love the kills. Even though they're CGI. A lot of CGI blood, which I cannot stand. The Walking Dead did it for so many years, and they still do it to an extent, but I like practical blood. It just looks the best. And sorry, I got off on a tangent. This movie, it's geared towards people who have never seen a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. But this movie, its movie's audience is not it's not that. It's not geared towards new audiences. You want old fans of Texas Chainsaw Massacre to come back and be like, fuck yeah, and show their kids and stuff. That's what you want to do. This movie is like a big right here to every Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you are a fan of the remake or the original, you're going to be pissed off at this movie. You're going to be pissed off. There's just no way around it. But just go in with an open mind, really. Just expect some good kills. Dialogue's really shitty as well. The writing fucking sucks. Expect some good kills. Don't expect fucking, Silence of the Lambs, and you're going to have a good time. But just know it's just run-of-the-mill slasher. It really has zero effort put into it. It feels so studio mandated, or like it feels like there was some sort of studio rewrite or studio mandated decisions. It feels like different directors towards the second half of the movie. Like the first half, it felt fucking fresh and new, and the cinematography was great. Even though the cinematography was great throughout, I feel like the directing in the second half was like, whoa, like fucking like, woo, the quality dips after the first 30 minutes of the film, and that's unfortunate. But just go in expecting a decent slasher movie, you'll be alright. Anyways, guys, I give this movie about a 2.5 or a 2 out of 5. I know how bad that sounds. It's like a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's just average. It's barely above mediocre, guys. This movie just didn't hit. It didn't hit for me. Anyways, guys, just go in with an open mind, man. I know people are hating on it. I'm hating on it a little bit, but it's not as bad as everyone says it is. It's just average. It's nothing special. And honestly, it's fun to have nothing special, but at the same time, like, this needed to be special. If this was a sequel or something like that, it didn't need to be special. It just had to be a sequel. You know, they could have just fucking not tried on the sequel, but this movie could have been great, but it just wasn't. Anyways, guys, I love you guys to death. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for all your support, and have a good day. Thank you.